experience of how Michigan and Detroit are viewed outside of our communities over the last couple of years, with what's happened in the state, with what's happened in Detroit. How are we viewed? Tom, why don't you start and just sit down the line real quick?
I think we're viewed all kinds of different ways. I think there's no doubt that some of the talk of creative class and entrepreneurial buzz around Gilbertville, and that's out there, and it's around the country. But mostly around the world, there's confusion when they see Detroit in bankruptcy and the auto companies making money. They don't have a clue what's going on.
Yeah, I think it's much better than it was a couple of years ago, Mike, and I think certainly we hear that from people like site consultants that look at Michigan. We hear it from the national media, which I think, even though bankruptcy has been an issue, it's also given us a chance to get the word out about some of the positives that are happening in the city. Having said all that, and don't take this the wrong way, we're still not anywhere close to what would be considered the hot spots in the U.S., let alone the world. We got a long, long way to go.
And we talked about, of course, the Detroit bankruptcy having a negative effect, but also the U.S., the Michigan auto industry, I don't think is recognized for what it is. It's recognized as being an old, antiquated industry with dirty factories, with lots of people running around and so on. And if you go into a modern factory today, that is not what you see. An incredible amount of technology. There's factories that require a 2-year degree just to be able to work in the factories. So it's a much higher tech, different industry than what those outside the industry often recognize it to be. I think one of the initiatives when we work with BLM and study is the branding and the communication of what this industry really is really has to take place. It is not known for what it is, nor is it statement for what it is outside of the region.
I agree with all of these comments that you see a mix in the public perception, in the world's perception of Michigan. If you've seen pure Michigan ads, you know what a beautiful place this is. And we need to do more to promote to the rest of the world that this is a beautiful and a great place to live and raise a family and work. I think that the national press and the world press have done us a disservice in presenting us as a worse place. The Time magazine had a photo taken in Detroit, 5 years ago. They could have chosen areas around the DMC. They could have chosen Midtown. They could have chosen some of the vibrant things going on the waterfront. They chose to put on a picture of a thing that looks like a devastated war zone. Detroit is a mix. It does have bad places, but it also has some great places with positive. And if you focus on the bad, well, that presents a picture to the world that I think is inaccurate. And I think we need to do a better job of focusing on the good and presenting that to the world as well.
And with that,